Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. Hope you guys had an awesome day. Welcome to my fragrance wall. Anyway, today I thought I'd share a few scent notes about my little Chloe collection. I have 3 in total. And I'm going to talk about them because they're easy reaches and I feel like they've been forgotten about, but these have been my oldie but goodies. In a short notice, when I need something to throw on, I don't have to think about it. I can reach for either my Chloe Nomads and just throw it on and go. So without further ado, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I can share something that interests you, and you can drop a comment below that interests me, and we can gather around and have, a whole little parlay about our fragrance collections, in depth. But anyway, one of the first things I want to talk about is Chloe, the infamous Chloe Nomade. Chloe Nomade, when it first came on the scene, a lot of people shied away from this one. They were scared of the oak moss note in here. But for some reason, when it comes to spring summer scents, to me, this is a very good summer scent. It's very, very long lasting. This is made by Quentin Biche. Everybody knows him. He's the infamous Quentin Biche for a lot of fragrances that he's known for. This was a 2018 release. He's known for Delinas, the Delina Exclusive, and things of that nature. Decisions by Amouage, which is also new. The Existence by Amouage, Guidance, and things of that nature. So Quentin Biche is he's a heavy hitter in the perfume industry, and everything that he's made so far, I actually enjoy it. And I think he knocked this one out the park with longevity, sillage, and scent. But there's only 3 notes in here. For this is you have freesia, marabella, and oak moss. Now, it seems simple enough. It's not as complex as you would think. I do have a little bit of a dent here for this one. But however, what I noticed is a lot of people shy away from this one because of the oak moss. Oak moss note, sometimes... what does it say here? Yeah, I do have some notes down here because oak moss is like a chypre in the food. It's employed by chypre and fougere fragrances. It can give off a musty smell. Some would say. However, I enjoy a good oak moss note in certain fragrances. Marabella is also a note here that's similar to like plum. So I guess that's the fruity aspect that you get out of here. It gives like a sweet, jammy sense of a plum note. Yeah, this one is really, really good with their Marabelle note. And then the freesia also, like I said, it's like a transparent. It gives off like a floral note, transparent, and it's fresh. So yeah, this one is Chloe Nomade. I enjoy this one. In the dead of the heat, this thing pumps like no other. Okay, so this is one of the oldie but goodies. Another flanker, I believe this one is the Eau de Parfum de Naturel. So he came out with a few flankers. Most of these have the same DNAs as regular Chloe Nomade. But here's the thing: if you were not a fan of the oak moss, in this one, they removed the oak moss. And this one, I have a dent in this one as well because it's really, really good. Like I said, I'm not going to say all of these are long lasting that I have. All of the Chloe's. But in this one, there's jasmine in here. There's bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, dates, and bergamot. So your sweetness is coming from the vanilla and your dates in this one. So instead of putting the oak moss, he ended up, I guess, replacing the oak moss with the sandalwood. Now the perfumer on this one is Caroline Dumar, and this is a 2022 release Eau de Parfum. Very, very long lasting. To me, this one is also a spring summer scent. However, due to the dates, you can get away with this one in the fall as well. It's really long lasting. I actually came across Chloe because I was a fan of the bottles. Okay, I think these bottles are really, really cute. I thought that this lanyard detail was really cool. I believe this is a leather lanyard, like suede-ish material. And I just thought that it was very simplistic that the same detail that the lanyards were in were also embedded on the bottles. So you'll know which flanker you had. And then of course the tops had the little detail up here on them as well. And then you also have Chloe inscribed at the top of the fragrances as well. This one is Chloe Natural. So for those, like I said, who didn't enjoy the moss note in this one, you might enjoy, you know, the vanilla and the date note in this one. So they both have sweet nuances to them. But I think you might enjoy this one if you did not like the oak moss and the original flanker. Now, Chloe Nomade, I think this one is the, I want to say Absolute. I am not for sure. Which one do I have? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see what this one is because Lord knows. No, this one is the All Natural, I think Intense. Yes, the Jasmine Natural Intense. That's what this one is, the Jasmine Natural Intense. I have to keep in mind that, like I said, some of the details is on the bottles. And usually on the other one, on the Au Naturel, it's actually inscribed at the bottom of the bottle. But on this one, it's not. So you actually have to look at it. But the bottom of the bottle, you can't really even read the fine print on it. So, but yeah. So anyway, this one is also done by Caroline Dumar. This is a 2023 release for this flanker. So it was kind of like they came out with the flankers and then they kind of just like pumped them out year after year. There's a couple of more flankers that I don't have. I want 2 more of them because, like I said, these are really easy reaches that I can just throw on and go and don't have to think about it. And it's going to last me all day long. All 3 of them. They'll grab you tight and don't let you go. And that's longevity on both skin and clothing. So yeah. But anyway, this one is a flanker too. And I thought it was a little bit redundant for me to have the Natural and then for me to also go on ahead and get the Intense, the Jasmine Intense, because I'm a jasmine lover. So I was like, okay, this one says jasmine, so they're going to be heavy on the jasmine in this one than they were on the Natural. So I was like, okay, yeah, they're going to pump it up. You know, it's going to be jasmine forward, jasmine heavy. However, no. To me, it's the same exact juice that is in Natural. The only difference is this one also has the added note of pear. So they have the same, and patchouli. So the other 2 don't have patchouli in them. This one does. And the patchouli aids to the longevity in this one as well. But for some odd reason, I don't know if it's the oak moss in the original one that causes this one to last longer and have great longevity, and they all have longevity and sillage. But this one's the only one that I know of that I have in my collection. I'm not sure about the other flankers, but this one has patchouli. So this one has jasmine, vanilla, dates, patchouli, sandalwood, and pear. The only difference is in the Natural, it has bourbon vanilla. This one just says vanilla. I guess they just said we're going to tone down a little bit because I know one is a little boozy. The other one is not. This one's more of just like a simple sweet vanilla. So the sweetness that's in this one aids to the pear, dates, and the vanilla top heavy. So yeah. But again, these are really good. Okay. Ironically, I didn't think that I would like Chloe as much as I did. I knew I was a fan of the original Chloe. But for some reason, you know, fragrances are subject to anybody's opinion, and how they wear for different people, on people, for their skin and things of that nature. But for me, I was like, yeah, I like this. I can rock out with this. My daughter, she loves, what is that one? The Chloe Eau de Parfum. That line, and I love it too. And I have their, oh my gosh, what is the name? I'm going blank, you all. Oh my God, hold on. What is this called? This is called the, oh my God, what is this? Luminese. I don't know why I couldn't get that name out. Yeah, Chloe Luminese. But yeah, so I actually enjoy Chloe. And I think that that's a fragrance house that not everybody has forgotten about, but somebody like me who I love simplicity, but I also like the in your face, get into the room before I get there type situations. I like fragrances that are not saying loud and overpowering, but I like things that I could throw on like 2 or 3 sprays and keep it moving, and it's gonna 2 or 3 sprays last me all night, you know, type of situation. But anyway, one of the other ones that I am interested in is the Nomade Nuit d'Egypte. Because it has a ginger note. So I'm interested in getting my nose on that one. Every time I try to find it, I can't. So I might try to maybe see if I can get it on Macari or something like that. Excuse me. I'm smelling the natural. I didn't even spray it. But yeah, I think I want to get my nose on that one because apparently it has a ginger note and a cinnamon note. So I am kind of curious to see what that one smells like, how it wears, and things of that nature. And then I was also just told, I'm not even going to slaughter Juliet's name, but Juliet is the perfumer. Her name is K, Juliet K. We're going to leave that one right there. But this is a 2024 release. Excuse me once again. But yeah, so I'm going to try to see if I can get my nose on that one as well. But yeah, again, oh my gosh, yes. But geez, oh my goodness, in my throat, yes. Chloe is strong, y'all. Chloe Nomade, it really is. That's how I know. If I'm not coughing, it's not strong. I'm just saying. Side note, it is. But anyway, these are easy reaches for me for the spring and summer also as well. But I just thought people need to come back to the House of Chloe and talk about them more. I don't know how we got away from that, but I guess we all got away from the designers when the niche houses came out on the scene and just decided to blow up the scene. But again, for me, these are my easy reaches, especially because, you know, your designers over here, they cost a pretty penny. It costs a coin. And I don't want to be spraying all up and around, you know, because I am an oversprayer. But if I can just grab something and go something as simple as this and just go, I'm okay with that. Because you don't need a lot of sprays of any of these 3 flankers that I have anyway. So, excuse me. Sometimes I think it's just good to go back to what we know and then come to what we can learn about and go forward with. But yeah, in the spring and summer, these are a few of mine that I actually enjoy wearing. I actually spend the block on all of my fragrances. Do I layer fragrances? Yes, I do. Sometimes I might just want to test the fragrance out, see what it's going to wear, longevity, sillage by itself. But if they have similar notes, I'm going to do so. Hold on. Ooh. But anyway, but yeah, just thought I'd jump on here, share a little bit about my Chloes, give you guys some insight about Chloe. So I don't really hear anybody talk about them anymore. I used to hear a lot of people talk about them, but you know, it's kind of like once these came out on the scene, Chloe was forgotten about. So I just thought I'd bring them back to the forefront. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get a conversation going on. If you have Chloe, do you still like Chloe? Are you interested in Chloe and just never thought about picking it up? Are you trying to get your nose on it? Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation going. But again, talk to you later. Have a blessed day. Have a good night. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.